Praise the Most High, family. Praise our Abba Yahuwah, the Most High Elohim, the Creator of heavens and earth, through Yahushua HaMashiach, the physical representation of the highest. Family, I hope everyone is well today, and that you, like myself, are able to get out and enjoy this beautiful day. One that the Most High has given us in order for us to rejoice in and be glad. Praise the Most High, family. It is a gorgeous day here in the Carolinas, and we are enjoying our day. We had a bright and early start today. Got on out and completed one job. We're headed to the next one. And the Most High said, "Robert, wouldn't this be a fine time to get an idea in?" I said, "Yes, sir." Whatever you say, boss. We do things your way, not our way, your way. That's so much better with that sun shining on our skin. Quite chilly though. Praise the Most High, family. I'm just a nobody, trying to tell everybody about somebody who can save anybody. See, I'm just a nobody, trying to tell everybody about somebody who will save anybody. Hallelujah. That's all I am, a nobody, trying to tell somebody or everybody about the one who can save everybody if they'll submit to him. If, like the script said, they'll call on the name of the Most High, and they shall be saved. But family, this is a different idea today, and the Most High speaks to me in different ways, family. And this one was doing something I really enjoy doing. I was watching my westerns yesterday evening. Yes, I like westerns. Simply because, family, they don't have all that raunchy, nasty mess in them that I know I have to stay away from, being a porn survivor. Oh boy. Being a porn overcomer. You know, it just takes one little what they call that, one little hint, and that idea leads to the next, and that one will lead to another. But we know how to cut that off before it even gets started nowadays. We don't even visit those movies or those web pages. That's why I have to cut off TikTok and YouTube and Facebook. I only spend a little bit of time on them nowadays, just Most High willing, uploading our content and running like a banshee. But praise the Most High, I was watching a western yesterday evening, and I saw them previewing another one in a commercial. And the fella said, "I've got a hard job that takes a hard man." And the Most High really stamped that in my ruach. So that's what we're going to call today's idea. I've got a hard job that takes a harder man. Uh-oh. And what do we mean by a harder man, y'all? Let's answer this question with a script. And that's Psalms 118, 5 and 6. "In my distress, I prayed to the Most High, and my Elohim answered me and set me free." The Most High is for me, family. He is for Robert Allen Holloway, Big Bob, Bobby Hollows. So I will have no fear. What can mere people or mere man do to me? Nothing. Not nothing at all. So this is the answer to that question of what a harder man means. It's one, family, that have been through the tests and trials of life and have came out on the other side through the Most High's grace and mercy and loving kindness, who have faced horrible challenges, just horrible. And I always like to show this every now and again, every few recordings, about some of the challenges I have faced. You can see that zipper right there. And that come from an open heart surgery where I had to get a heart valve replaced. And yes, it's mechanical. They ain't give me no pig heart or pig valve. Praise the Most High. But yeah, I had to suffer a major stroke, family, which really scared the hell out of me, literally. Because it showed me that I was on the way to a burning hell. It showed me that the Elohim that I had contact with, but not like I should have, was about to send me to hell. Like the text says, don't be afraid or fearful of the man that can take the body, but fear the one that can take the body and send your hind part to hell. And family, that scared me. Yes, it did. Like I said, I had contact with him. Matter of fact, I was getting closer to him, which was him just calling me out of my mess. But before that, I was on the way to hell, and therefore the lake of fire afterwards. It would have been there with Hasatan and his imps. And you know, family, that was a scary thought. But it won't nothing but the Most High letting me see a glimpse into my mess and what it would cost me. But he delivered me, family, and that's what this text here says. In my distress, I prayed to the Most High, and he answered me and set me free. See, family, I had some really hard addictions that I had to overcome. And some folks will say, well, that ain't so hard. That's just weed. That's just marijuana. Okay. Until you've been locked down in its claws for most of your life. I remember my cousin took us out to Kinston one time and smoked the joint with us. Oh boy. I was blitzed. Praise the Most High. I mean, I was blitzed. And I said, I ain't never smoking no more of that. And meant it for a long while, until I was reintroduced to it. And that same cousin introduced me to porn also, by the way. And that I couldn't get enough of from that day forward. But that marijuana, I was like, I don't want no more of that ever. That scared me. It was like, psychedelic dope. Oh boy. But yes, praise the Most High, family. The Most High has brought me through some things. I used to pop pills. I used to snort blow. I used to sell drugs, which in itself is addiction because of the high you get from playing the cat and mouse game. Not only from the police, but from the stick-up kids, the people you're hustling to. You know, you can get hit any time and your life be taken. But the Most High delivered me out of that also, family. See, I cried out to him. And I said, help. You can do anything with this life. Take it and do something with it. Because I'm tired. I'm dog tired, boss. I remember the day. I don't remember the exact day, but I remember it in spirit where I cried out to the Most High and things started changing in my life. Well, you know what it took, family? It took a separation, which I think I mentioned before. See, after you submit to the Most High, he's going to start taking little things out of your life that's going to stop the big things in your life. Like I said, he'll stop you from going on TikTok, which is somewhat harmless if you're up there for the right reason. But in everything in this world system is pointing you to sin because of the world's leader, this world's Elohim, which is Hasatan. And folks say, no, he ain't. God is the God of this world. He controls everything. No, he don't. No, he don't. See, he gave dominion over to Adam, which was the first Elohim of this world, in the Most High's name, the physical representation. But he blew it and gave it over to Hasatan. which made him the Elohim of this world, as the text says, who has blinded the eyes of everybody, basically, from seeing the glorious light of the gospel, the Basora, the good news, that just like I was saying, Yahushua will save your tail from your mess if you will submit to him. And I'm just trying to tell everybody who will listen, he did it for me, he'll do it for you. That's my song. He did it for me, he'll do it for you. But I was distressed, as this script says. So I cried out to the Most High, and he set me free. He answered and set me free. So I know, family, like this script says, the Most High is with me. There's no shadow of a doubt. So I will have no fear. What can mere man do to me? Nothing. Not nothing. See, that's the whole thing about the Most High. Once you submit to him, you're transferred over into the kingdom of his the kingdom of his dear son, Yahushua, which paid the price to usher us back into the kingdom from the downfall that Adam made, giving it over to Hasatan. So once you're in that kingdom, you're surrounded by that hedge of protection. Hasatan was whining about that Job was covered by, was surrounded with. He couldn't get him. And it's the same with us. They can't get us. They can't touch us unless the Most High allow it. But he's got us covered under the blood of Yahushua, that sacrifice that paid it all. Now, it didn't pay for you to get out here and go sinning and doing ignorance after he get you out of your mess. Because what he's doing is he's taking you out to usher you in. Just you into a new lifestyle, family. But this is something we must want. No, it's something we must need. See, once you come to the end of the road, you start realizing this was my problem the whole time. That was my problem the whole time. If I had cut that off, it would have nipped that big thing in the butt before it had gotten too heavy, hard and heavy for me. But see, what we got to realize is, family, we don't have all the answers. And that's the problem. That's why we must cry out to the Most High. And once we do cry out, and he saves us like this text says, he gets you in the place, he answers you and sets you free. But what is it for? For you to be happy and set free on your own? Or is it to go to people that was like you and help set them free? As we'll see here in Habakkuk 2:14, it says, for the earth will be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Most High, as the waters covers the sea. So he's going to get the word out of who he is now. That Basora is going out. That good news is going out, whether you're willing to send it out or not. See, what he's looking for more than not, thank you, Father, is nobodies. Now, what do we mean by nobodies, family? Do I mean I'm literally a nobody? Oh, no. No, sir. I'm the son of the Most High. After Yahushua HaMashiach, who was the first of many sons and daughters. I'm royalty. Yes, indeed. See, this royal bloodline is not only spiritually, it's physical. And they might call it melanin through the right bloodline now, because there are some others that's melanin that's not in the same bloodline. But all that makes no difference, family. The most important thing is calling on the name of the Most High, and you'll be saved. And then you got to follow the rules thereafter. Oh boy, there go Robert talking about some rules. Yes, indeed, there are rules. See, them rules keep you right in the middle of that narrow road. That narrow highway. No, it's a narrow path. Stay out that broad road, that broad highway. That's where we're coming from. We're making that left. We're making that right. We're making that U-turn. Going back up the highway, back to the exit we should have took in the first place. And like I said, we're simply nobodies that don't want no fame. We don't care if nobody know who our name is or not. You can know me by an avatar. Oh boy. You can know me by a picture. You can know me just by voice if that's what the Most High said. But this is our call to action, our call to duty, if you would say, in this army of the Most High. Oh, do know you're in the army. Yes, indeed you are. We're in a fight. We're in a war. And what is the war for, Robert? For the souls of men. And Mark 16, 14, and 18 explains it all. And it's called the Great Commission. Later he appeared to the 11 as they sat at the table, and he rebuked their unbelief and hardness of heart, because they did not believe those who had seen him after he had risen. And he said to them, "Go into all the world and preach the Basora, or the gospel, to each creature. He who believes and is baptized will be saved, but he who does not believe will be condemned." And this is an important part, family, one of the most important parts of our idea for today. "And these signs will follow those who believe. In my name they shall cast out demons. They will speak with new tongues. They will take up serpents, and if they drink anything deadly, it will by no means hurt them. They will lay hands on the sick, and they will recover." Praise the Most High. Let's break that down real quick, family. So not only are we called to go out and speak, or as the text says, preach this Basora, the good news, like we started off with that little song, tell everybody about somebody who can save anybody. That's the gospel. Because there's hurting people out here, family. And just as he told me, thank you, Father, the other day, if not the prior recording, he said, you never know where people are at. And that's all he said. He ain't add nothing else to it. You never know where people are at. I'll let you take that for what it's worth in your life. But there's hurting people out here, family. They need some relief. They're scared. They done took that okie doke. Then they done took that prime me up okie doke over and over and over. And they scared because they're starting to hear the news how folks are dropping like flies. What they say, instant death, sudden death. And we was out here trying to tell folks, don't do it. Cool, don't do it. But what did they do? I have a livelihood to take care of. Okay. See, the Most High supplies our needs. You can't be dependent on this world system. Just like a lot of folks said that in the next week they got fired. Oh boy. Oh boy, family. But let's go over this. It said these signs shall follow them. In my name they will cast out demons. Family, casting out demons means a whole lot more than slapping oil on people's heads and saying come out of them. See, a lot of times people need to be exposed to the truth, and that's going to cast out them demons. They're going to say, oh boy, I didn't know that was in my life. Like I said, they see that little small thing and remove it out of their lives, and that's going to remove the larger thing. Stop doing this, then you won't never do that again. And how you stop doing this is pray. Father, help me stop doing this. Father, I realize I'm listening to the voices in my head telling me to do these stinking things that's getting me in a whole lot of trouble. Help me with that. Cast that demon out of my heart. Get that demon away from me. And the Most High will do it. Simple as that. Because you're going to him, just like with the covenant, the blood covenant. Back in the day when they signed the blood covenant, they were out of time. One man would cut himself, the other man would cut himself, and they would put it in the middle of a path. And they would shake hands and they would walk down that path together. And that meant whatever comes against you comes against me. Your weakness is my strength. And see, that's how they made covenants back in the day. One man might have been a farmer, the other man might have been the warrior. So the warrior would protect the farmer while he farmed the farm, and they will both eat. But see, that's how the Most High is. He gives us his power through his Ruach HaKodesh, who comes alongside to help when them demons try to come back and whisper in our ear. He'll say, no, remember this here. Take this and hit him in the head. Just like with Yahusha. He say, no, it's written. No, it's written. No, it's written. Get on out of my face. Get on gone. And see, we have the same power and authority to tell Hasatan, no, it is written. Get on out of my presence. I don't walk in that ignorance no more. That's the casting out demons. And of course, when you go into an individual that has a demon and you pray for him, he got to go. They will speak with new tongues. And family, a lot of that is, yes, I believe in speaking in tongues when you're speaking with the Ruach. But at the same time, a lot of that is what I'm doing now. I'm speaking with a new tongue, a new voice. I'm not speaking that mess that I used to speak, hollering them gals. So I have a new language because my intentions have changed. My heartstrings have been plucked in a different direction or a different way. Let's say the Most High tuned my heartstrings up, so now I care about the right thing. But praise the Most High. They will take up serpents if they drink anything deadly. Of course, taking up serpents is casting out them devils. And if they drink anything deadly, it won't hurt them. That's simple. If they might digest something, somebody slipped up under them, it won't hurt them. And they will lay hands on the sick and they shall recover. Same thing as casting out devils. You casting out them sicknesses and devils. See, the text says, the fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much. And that they will go to the leaders, the elders, and they will pray and lay hands on the sick and they will recover. Praise the Most High. But all this comes, family, after Psalms 118, 5 and 6. In my distress, I prayed to the Most High, and the Most High answered me, and he set me free. And see, this is for anybody. This is for absolutely anybody. And don't you be concerned about no Gentiles. If they call on them, they have a heart for them. They have a heart for the Creator. So he'll save them. See, too many people are concerned about other folks. See, when you recognize, like yesterday's recording, recognize who your Redeemer is for one, who's saving your trifling hind part like I was trifling, then your focus is not going to be on who over to the left and who over to the right. Your focus is on trying to help somebody who is in the same condition as you, or worse. And see, this is love, family. See, that's what I was thinking about, this idea. I've got a hard job that takes a harder man. See, when you start looking back at what you went through, family, and how the Most High saved you out of your mess and continues to save you until the end, so that you will endure until the end, as the text says. Then you start having a different outlook on life. You say, well, dog, I was a show goner. Just like them doctors told me, everybody was in the perfect place. It was like a perfect storm when I had that stroke. I'm going to say this and we're going to end this, family. From the time I had the stroke, my wife woke up, which was another thing. She woke up because she sleeps hard sometimes. But I went to the restroom and went to reach and grab the dough, and my left leg gave out and I fell out. Swung around and bumped my head on the back of the dough, and that's what woke her up. And then she called the ambulance, and they sent the fire department, which was the Most High, because we stayed in a townhome. And I was upstairs. We was upstairs in our room, of course. And it took all 6 of them firemen to get me down them stairs. They took me down on a tarp, family. And by the time they got me downstairs, the ambulance was right there. And they rushed me on to the hospital. Then once I got there, there was a stroke specialist on duty. Praise the Most High, yes she was. And then there was a heart specialist on call. Praise the Most High, yes there was. Yes there was. So the Most High had already orchestrated all of that. See, Hasatan had gotten into the camp. He had gotten into the hedge, but the Most High still said, no, that's my son. You can't take his life. I already have things already worked out. You can't have him. So even though the hand of evil meant it for evil, the Most High meant it for good, because he taught me them lessons. And also they had just had a procedure perfected where they would go up into your brain from through your thigh, go all the way up through your body, through the heart, and on up into the brain to remove a blood clot that was up in there. So it didn't have to cut my head open, which is tricky because they go in over here. And it's a lot of, ways to injure an individual through that type of surgery. So they perfected going up through the thigh. And praise the Most High, that was successful. They removed a blood clot that was in my brain. Then they found out that my heart wasn't beating right. After they was monitoring me after the brain surgery. So they went in and replaced the heart valve. And still found out that my blood wasn't flowing correctly through my leg. So they had to go in there 3 times and remove blood clots. And because of that blood flow restriction in that left leg, I had to have 3 toes amputated. But praise the Most High, I'm a better man for it. Yes, indeed I am. And as I always say, I wouldn't change a thing. See, all that did, family, was made me hard. Not hard against people, or hard in the sense that I'm a mean individual, but on the opposite side of it, it made me a more caring and loving individual who has more of a heart for the people of the Most High and whoever else he might call to him. See, I don't discriminate no more, family. No, sir, indeed I don't. I used to be like my boy K. Harris was saying this morning, be bitter against individuals and folks. I'm not bitter anymore. I just know how to cut them off and leave them alone. They say, praise the Most High, let the Most High deal with them, not I, said the cat. But I have a job that takes a harder man. And harder man also, not only one that just went through hard things and have overcome through the Most High, but an individual that's harder than the job, or harder than the situations that's going to come that the job you may face on the job. And more than anything else, family, having thick skin, not caring what individuals say about you. No, I don't care about what you say about me. You didn't care about me back then, so why am I going to care about what you say now? See, a lot of it, family, comes with the separation that the Most High put us through. But he said, go into all the world and preach the Besorah. More than not, them 4 corners where our people have been scattered. See, our main focus is our people. See, once we focus on our people, what the text says, the Gentiles are going to be attracted to us because of the love we have for each other. And we don't discriminate. Whoever the Most High say yes to, we don't say no. See, we just follow that Torah and follow the voice of the Ruach HaKodesh who leads us into all truth. But I love y'all, family, so much. And do set in your heart Psalms 118, 5-6. Keep that in your heart today. Whatever's going on with you, just remember it's going to be okay. And like something I saw last evening in a post, it said, no, something my mother shared with us. It said it's going to be better days, brighter days. Let me see if I can pull that up. The Most High is saying to you today, stay strong, I am your strength. I see what you're dealing with, and I will bring you through. Trust me through each storm. I have never left you before, and I won't leave you now. Better days are coming. Trust me. And with that, family, we're going to say shalom. Stay up and keep pushing forward in the right direction. Shalom.